They're back. They're back, baby. My prized worm team on my Switch.
Look at the fucking worms. It's worm time, baby.
It's worm time, baby.
Boggy.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, no.
I mean her.
It's the Chan.
My orthodontist was named Chris Chan.
Sammy. Why do you have Trump hair?
For Rory.
Oh.
It was the closest one. No, not Sammy. You're gonna recreate the in-game like occurrences?
That is brutal. That was upsetting to watch.
David always does that. David always wins.
Notorious.
Well, I was really not close to winning last time. This map gives me a headache.
Yeah, everything hurts.
Wait, Alex.
I like the extended one. I like
see.
the ones all the way to the left.
Wait, do you think this is a good map?
It's all right.
It's a good like morally okay, morally sound.
Morally sound
No,
map? I don't think
no,
so.
like able to play.
Like it's viable to.
Is crafting not allowed? Is crafting not allowed?
I don't know yet. Let's see. No, I can grab.
Okay.
I think I should have added another image between Christian and Chris Chan.
Yeah, it's a little too easy to fall in.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
there.
There's a kind of a gap between Christian and Christian.
The two Chan.
Don't you do the attack loss?
What is your team, David? Oh, I mean Caesar.
Oh, Dark Souls.
Okay.
Care of this. Did I mention I have a new achievement?
Yes, you got all your
Yeah.
achievements.
Not that cool.
You move with the finesse of a 50-stone canary.
No
I
mercy.
don't know why you're sitting there looking quite so.
That is brutal.
Doing. Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Is that my voice?
Weapon to use. Pack your things and get ready to lose.
You've got the Dark Souls boys rapping again.
You better deal and enjoy that last meal. They're still for real. I ain't looking to deal.
Caesar, your guy was right there.
Okay.
Hey there, brother. I
What?
reckon
No.
with those fresh
N-
meats in
No.
your
No.
I killed.
You killed your own
Did
man.
I kill Notorious?
I think so.
Oh. Okay, that's that killed it.
They say the light that raps twice as hard burns half as long. Now I depart this
Alright, the
world,
smiling
they
fiends are,
were
are
wrong.
back in action. And I have to say, I have to
Wait.
apologize to Rory.
Wait.
Rory, you're always my least favorite character. Getting bonked again. Oh. Oh, okay.
Till next time.
His finger's gone. It's like a
Knowing where it's been, I'm glad.
This map isn't.
I've already fallen to David's usual plan of me being placed really shittily and then him poking me and dying.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with these maps that have gaps in them.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made this map.
Yeah, we're also levitating off of Chris Chan.
Listen, I don't want to fix those things.
I think it would have been I think the map would have been more visually interesting if the
How?
oh man. Ooh, that is a nice opportunity I have there.
Thank you, Caesar, for such a great map.
You guys hate it, don't you?
Jesus Christ, before I can making all these assumptions and shit. I think it would be visually more appealing if there was like different eras of Chris Chan sprinkled around.
Chris Chan kind of reminds me of
I had to do it.
He was screaming. Zoom in.
What?
I really don't like zooming in. I understand you.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't do what Alex said.
Chris Chan kind of looks like
Why?
because the frog face,
He's going around.
and the little lips, and the eyes.
Oh.
Let's see. This is
Farty.
gonna be a quick round.
Yeah, I wonder why. Where?
These are meant to be cookies.
Yes!
Oh my god, he got Michael. Okay, that's.
I bang my head. I hope I don't lose my beat, 'cause that's something I dread.
Oh man, Alex has been getting fucking.
Yeah, I'm just getting fucking stepped on over here.
The worms adjust themselves to the frontline hell and carry on.
What is your voice, Alex?
Newsman, I think.
I have a team full of like newsboys.
Alex, make a play.
Shut up, CC. I'm coming.
Yeah, Christian.
Silence, Christian. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh no, those things.
Yeah, I was gonna fall in there.
See, you had to go with the trigger, but you gotta think bigger.
Don't those float?
Don't try to trick me.
I know, I'm serious. Like, I'm pretty sure.
I'm
they
pretty
float.
sure they float too,
This is
but
not a bit right here. I think they actually float.
I think they actually do float too, but I'm not risking it.
No, they float.
That's your. Don't fly now.
Damage my fortune, I'll hurt you good.
Oh no. No.
Yes! No.
Oh my god.
Just you wait.
The little crevice I made in his finger saved me. Whatever. That is a cool laugh. I'm not this hell. Oh my god. Okay.
There are like 3 frames of like animation for the tank.
What shall I do?
Skip your turn, I think.
Let's see here.
No, I'm already in last place. I only got 1 worm.
Oh, that's weird. Let me control this. What the fuck? What is this? Okay.
Nice job.
Hey, fool, I'm over here. I wouldn't mind
That was
but you
not
weren't even
following the right way.
That was great, David. I love that. You should do that more. You
Tribal super sheep, please.
you should do that more
Waste your
often.
turn.
You should do that more often. I'm glad you. I'm glad you. I'm glad you followed my advice.
Please try the super sheep.
Especially the hands of our troops.
Oh, hang on, let's see if it floats. Hey, we were right.
I know, but I didn't want to do that. Well, now I'm fucked.
I don't know. You've got the hand of the Chan right there.
The Chan hand. I know, but I already know what you're gonna fucking do to
Weapon
me.
use. Pack your things and get ready to lose.
Caesar, you have a helicopter. How about you go do something productive over there? How about you go get Mr. Dross over there, Caesar?
I forgot the name.
I want hot chocolate.
It's May right now.
Caesar, Caesar, don't get me. Caesar,
Okay.
Caesar, you have the opportunity to go fuck up David right now, and you've chosen to hide. I don't. Okay, at this moment, my survival as the leader of this team of worms has it's not important to me anymore. As long as you get that little bastard in the hole over there for not doing any actions.
I'm gonna see if I can make this shot, because the wind is very against me right now. So I'm gonna see if I can hit the fuck. I almost did. Proof of concept.
Now I see where your allegiance lies, David.
I just wanted to see if I could hit it.
Supplies, dropped by our brave pilots of the New weaponry is fresh in the hands of our troops.
Okay. No, not the Sonichu. Oh no.
I see you had to go with the trigger, but you gotta think bigger.
Oh, I totally
Alright, let's see what
totally saw it. Solaire's right there.
Now
Let's see what Solaire does.
Orenstein. I don't like that I can't really.
15.
Oh, okay. I can't craft on my that aren't on my turns in earlier in the round, I guess.
Oh man.
Should I just release an airstrike on David?
But not on that one. On the one up there. That's gonna cause more damage. Also, hit tab, Caesar.
No, don't hit tab.
In my pocket, I got what I need. I ain't no super sheep.
Oh, what?
I lead.
Caesar, hit tab. Hit tab, Caesar. Hold Caesar.
Oh my god. I was like a disappointed mother.
I do that all the time. Tab switches the direction of the airstrike, which means
pay for your
which
crimes.
means the 3 that hit the other side of his head would have been all 4 hitting David's guy.
Let's see.
But no, Caesar doesn't have to.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
See, this is what happens to Caesar because he doesn't listen.
I think I. So there's an 8 now though, so that's good. That's good for me.
That's great. That's great. I love that. That's great.
Of course, this happens on the Christian level.
I sure do love my controls being shitty.
Hey, fool, I'm over here. I wouldn't mind so much, but you weren't even near.
I swear, it like leaves so much room for an N-word right there.
I know.
Something the funny people in the crowd might like. Watch me rake the mic like a lightning strike.
Caesar, don't.
Oh no, Caesar.
Caesar,
There you go.
Caesar, the helicopter's right there. Oh, I am disappointed in you quite a lot right now. Caesar, you're, I'm just gonna be quiet. I've been.
All right, let's
At least I'm in the helicopter now.
let's end your misery.
I just want this to be over. I'm frustrated. Oh my god, you want to hear something shitty that happened to me at work? So yesterday was Pico Day, so I went to work super fucking excited. I was like, yes, it's Pico Day. I'm gonna be really happy. I haven't celebrated Pico Day. I'm gonna start celebrating Pico Day.
Oh, Alex, I went to Goodwill and you weren't there
When?
on Saturday
Okay, what time?
around 6.
6. I might have been in the back.
Yeah, I just walked around and I didn't see anyone. It was like a barren wasteland.
It's a good rule.
When? Yesterday?
In its normal state,
Yes.
it usually is.
No, I was in the back like a majority of the day.
It was a good shot.
Okay, yeah, so and then in the morning, I showed up. I was like, yes, it's Pico Day. I haven't celebrated Pico Day in the past like years. I'm gonna start celebrating Pico Day, and so Pico Day start. Okay, so
Yeah,
my manager. So my manager, my scary manager, calls me into the room, and so they're like, we need to talk to you. So I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck did I do this time?
Oh my god, David.
And so she called the boss. Yes.
No. Oh god, there we go. All right, go on now.
Okay, so the other day I went to the hospital for embarrassing reasons, and I asked my manager, hey, I'm gonna go to I need to go to the hospital, like but what do I do about my doctor's note if I need to be out sick? And he's like, oh, if you get I asked my other manager, she's a nice manager, she's like, oh, if you get a doctor's note, they can't touch your day because the doctor said so. And so my doctor was like, or no, my manager was like, oh, my doctor, the doctor's note, they can't touch the doctor's note, this and that. And so I got a doctor's note for that day. I went.
You literally went for me.
No, I mean like. Whoa.
So I got the doctor's note, and I stayed home that day. Nothing was wrong with me. I just needed to relax for a day. I just needed to what's it called? Rest. And so I got the day off, and they couldn't do anything about my things, right? So that was, so she gave me, so my nice manager freaking 2 months ago gave me advice about going to the hospital, and that was what the advice was, right? So I went to the orthodontist because I've been needing to get my wisdom teeth removed for a while, and I've been talking to my managers about it, but they've never really been helpful, right? They've never been helpful at all about anything about my they've never been helpful about my my situation. They've said just ask someone to switch your days. But that's not what I need. I need like a week off because I'm going to get surgery to get my wisdom teeth fucking removed.
Yeah. Jesus.
Okay, well, I'm gonna continue my story because I can see that it's done. As soon as David gets in there, I'm dead.
But sure.
Okay, yeah. So I go to the orthodontist last Thursday. Keep in mind last Thursday, okay? I go to the orthodontist in the morning last Thursday so I could have a paper to bring in the day of, right? So I go and I get my paper and I'm scheduling it for a week in advance because that's what I was told. I was told that I need a week in advance to like do for the thingy to whatever, right? I need to bring in a paper a week in advance so that it could be brought in, so they could add it to the stuff. Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
I'm stuck.
Oh man. That's some bullshit.
Fuck. Okay, so I bring it in a week in advance. I'm saying a week in advance, like, because it's a week in advance.
Yes, a week in advance.
Yes, that's the point. Thank you, David. Thank you for fucking doing that. So I accidentally leave the paper at home because my parents, as per usual, rush me and make a big deal about everything. And they're kind of shitty and rude about me being lactose intolerant. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're shitty and rude about me being lactose intolerant. They don't really understand about like what it really means to be lactose intolerant. Fuck. And so I spend a majority of my morning in the restroom because I want to be prepared for the day. I don't want to have like a stomach ache and stuff like that. So I go to the restroom like twice. I go to the restroom twice a day basically, once in the morning and one at nighttime. So my parents rush me to get to work, and I leave the paper in the car because they're like, I need to get to work, this and that. So I say, Dad, bring me my paper. So my dad brings me my paper that day. My dad comes into the Goodwill, hands me my paper on the sales floor. And remember, this is still like early in the morning. And so my dad gives me the paper. He doesn't give it to my manager. He hands me the paper for me to give to my manager.
Okay.
I hand the paper to my manager. That concludes that Thursday. Let me just... so, that Thursday, it ends. That's the end of that Thursday. I personally hand the paper to my manager, the nice manager. And so now it is yesterday, which is Saturday. And it's yesterday, which is Saturday. And so it's Pico Day, and yes, David.
Stuck.
Yes, David, fuck this up, please. God damn it. So yesterday, it's Pico Day. I wake up enjoying life. I wake up loving life, and I haven't been loving life in a while. So I've been having a pretty shitty fucking like past few months. And so now I'm like fucking so now I'm like that's gonna drop me into the water.
Thank God. Oh, a good game.
We can only hope that lessons will be learned from this attack.
Jimmy,
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Damn.
Nothing is gonna happen.
Take a moment to honor the heart of another fallen
Literally nothing. Nothing. Yes.
Damn. So my manager so the scary manager, she was the nice manager when I started, but now she's like scary and mean. She calls me into the office and clown music. Okay, before this coward, that's really what it was. So but before I end this video, I want to just complete this story because it's been distracting. My scary manager, who used to be the nice manager when I started Goodwill, calls me into the office and is like he's like, "Oh, we have the boss on the phone." And I'm like, "Oh no." Okay, continuing the story. So my scary manager calls me into the office and puts me on the phone with my boss. And so the boss is telling me that so somehow that story gets all jumbled, and so she has this imaginary story that she's getting mad at me over. So I'm getting like not yelled at, but I use yelled at as like a I'm using yelled at as like chastised, or I'm getting a talking to basically about this thing that is fictional, that didn't happen because no one understands and or pays attention. They're really dumb with handling everything. Our manager is incompetent. Not our manager, our boss is incompetent. She is like fucking man. So the story was that my dad, while I was working, came into the Goodwill and handed my manager a
Fake story?
a medical paper. Yes, this is the fake story.
Okay.
A medical paper without going through me. So it didn't involve me, and I had no idea about this. So that's the fake story, that I didn't know that my dad came in and gave my manager a paper. So they were telling me like, "Oh, we don't call your parents, we don't call your friends, we don't call your family. We have to go through you because privacy, this and that." And you can tell she was being like a jerk about it. She wasn't. It's not like she was like telling me that I did something wrong. She was telling me something about like she was mad about it basically. She was mad about that. She wasn't like explaining to me like a rule. She was just being upset at me. And I don't know how to explain it, but I think I just did to the best of my fucking stupid ability. So I had to explain that no, my dad came into the Goodwill, and I handed the manager a paper. And then she's like, "Oh, well, why is it so sudden? Why is it so sudden, this and that?" And I'm like, "You need to communicate with your managers." And so my scary manager is sitting there in front of me writing shit down. So you know what I did? I fucking threw her under the bus. I said, "I've been mentioning this for a while, but no one has been giving me anything important or anything helpful at all. The only one who is ever helpful," I didn't say the only one who helped me with this. I said the only one who is ever helpful is the manager that I handed the paper to. I said her name, right?
Yeah.
So I said that no one else has been giving me anything useful. And she's the only one who kind of really cares that I don't die. And so I'm like throwing the other two managers under the bus, because we have three, on the phone with the boss and in front of the scary manager. So when I say, "Hey, I'm going to need surgery for my teeth to get them taken out. I'm gonna need my teeth pulled. So I'm going to need like a couple days off to recover from that. So how do I do that?" And they're like, "Oh, just ask someone to switch with you." That is not what I mean. I need days to be off, not someone to replace me and I take their shifts and I don't work those days. I need to rest. I need days that I don't need to worry about anything, right?
Yeah.
So I need like sick days basically. But they're like, okay, just ask someone to switch with you. That was the only thing they ever told me to do, right?
Yeah.
So fuck these guys. I said, okay, fine. I'm going to see what days I have off in a row, so I can call off the day in the middle, so I can have maybe at most 4 days of post-surgery, healing.
Oh, Alex, you getting your wisdom teeth pulled?
Yes, I'm
By
getting
the
I'm getting
way,
them surgically removed. So
yeah,
mhm.
you're not gonna be able to eat anything for about 2 days.
Yeah, I know. I went to the fucking seminar thingy. I went to the consultation and I sat there for basically an entire like morning. So, sorry if that was mean. I'm just very frustrated about it. So the paper I turned in was like I said, a Thursday, a literal exact week in advance that I'm getting my wisdom teeth surgically removed this Thursday, on May the 5th. So when I started out, they said make sure to have your thingies week in advance and do it in the Dayforce app. So I did it in the office with my manager. And so now it's not showing up in Dayforce, just like how it did with my grandma's wake. And so I'm in there saying, hey, I did everything right, and this and that. So no one listened to me. If you're gonna talk about communication, it's not my fault you guys didn't listen. So then they're like saying something about, they were telling me that that the boss doesn't want to or can't or do something because it's too like soon. But it's also an emergency surgery because it's cracking my teeth around. It's cracking the teeth. They're hitting, right?
Yeah.
So my teeth are like crumbling. They're not like turning soggy. They're shattering. My teeth are shattering, and so it's an emergency. And I have everything correct that I was told to do. It's not that I did it wrong. And if I did it wrong, it's because I was explained wrong, because no one pays attention, no one listens, and lack of communication, my ass, it's not my fault. And so I'm getting like a talking to about all these different things that don't
matter.
Yes, they don't matter. And they're like, oh, it's too early, I can't do it. Somebody's gonna call you. I tried calling you yesterday, but my phone was dead yesterday. Yes, Caesar.
I'm gonna interject with something.
What are you
This
gonna?
is total opposite of at the job at Little Caesars. I called in saying that I had to go get my wisdom teeth pulled, and like, okay.
Yeah, whenever we talk about your job compared to my job, your job was this literal fucking like safe. Yeah, a paradise compared to working at Goodwill.
Yeah,
You had wait, no, listen. I'm going to describe Caesar's job from the viewpoint of my job that was real, and Caesar's was fantasy, right? He had flexible hours. Basically, he went in whenever the hell he wanted. He could focus on his school. He didn't have to do things he didn't want, and Caesar basically got paid more than me.
Also, when it was really slow, they just told me to go home.
See? Caesar sat in a little room, made pizza, and did nothing. And I have to kill myself to do work and shit like that. And my hours are set. My managers are assholes. They're not. Not all of them are assholes. They're just stupid.
My managers didn't really kill. So like, you hardly will kill. We don't kill if you take a day off. Like,
yeah.
Like.
So before this argument turns into my job versus Caesar's job, I need to finish the wisdom teeth thing.
Yeah.
My manager was like, "Oh, I don't how I took it, how I heard it. What she basically said was, you are basically just an employee, right? She was talking to me like I was just this replaceable number."
Like disposable fucking
Yeah, I
object.
was disposable to her, even though everybody quits because no one likes her. Even our managers are like thinking about quitting because they cut our hours, and they're mean to her. The only people who she's not mean to her is the people who eat her ass. Like, she is this fake ass fucking Mark Zuckerberg robot of a person, and everyone around her gets contaminated with her nasty radiation of fucking like fucking plastic silicone, right? And they also turn into this like nasty robot people.
She fucking exhales microplastics.
Exactly. So everyone quits because of the incompetence of our boss, and I've never had a discretion or a complaint about our boss, aside from the fact that when my grandma got cancer out of nowhere in the beginning of my job, she said, "Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Why didn't you know about this when your job thing?" Because you know, that was really shitty of her to do. She's literally fucking evil. How am I supposed to know that my grandma was going to get cancer? So that was strike number one on her ass. Then now this, that she doesn't want to input my like sick days for fucking for the fucking wisdom teeth thing, right? And she wants me to do it. She wants me to call or to receive a call and do it. It's her job. And hence conclude. Oh no, not hence concludes. The worst part was that I was frustrated. I was pissed, right? And my nice manager who gave me the advice for that one day in the hospital that I needed to go to urgent care for an entire actual day and then have to rest for another day and a half, she got in trouble too because she helped me get a doctor's note. Not even for this. She helped me get a doctor's note for my trip to the. No, she didn't help me get it. She told me about it. She said, if you get a doctor's note, we can't touch that. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm going to get a doctor's note because I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And so that was a separate occasion from me getting my wisdom teeth pulled out. So she got in trouble for telling me to get a doctor's note.
Nice manager.
Huh?
Alex's nice manager got in trouble for telling Alex that he could get a doctor's note to get some days off.
No, that wasn't the thing. Not to get some days off. For me to go to the hospital and miss the rest of the day I was working. She basically told me that if you get a doctor's note and you have to stay home for the rest of the day, just bring in the doctor's note for the day you need to take off, and we can't touch that. So basically she said, if I need to go to the hospital and they tell me I need to fucking stay home, and if we get a doctor's note, they can't do that. So I wasn't planning on using it for my wisdom teeth because this was a separate occasion. My orthodontist basically said, "Here, take this to work and they will have to give you the days off." It wasn't my manager, it was my orthodontist. And she got in trouble for it. Oh, I got kicked from the thingy, but it doesn't really matter. And she got in trouble for it. And that's what upset me the most, that my manager got upset. She didn't get upset. She was totally fine with it because and my scary manager was fine with it too. The only one who was upset was my boss. So, okay, good. I looked at the recording counter and it was frozen. But
Are we not recording this?
we are recording.
We are.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm heated over this because it's so unfair.
Has this just turned into a podcast?
No.
How long is this video?
35 minutes so far. So she got in trouble for on a separate occasion that I needed to go to the hospital because I thought I was dying. So all I needed was a day to recover, and she was like, "Oh, if you get a doctor's note, they need to give you the day off because you're feeling sick." And so that's what I used her advice for, not the fucking getting my teeth pulled. They think that she gave me advice to do this and that to fuck them over so I can have days off to get my teeth pulled. That is not what happened.
Yeah.
And she got in trouble for it. And she was like, "Oh, it's totally fine. I'm really done with the boss's bullshit. If she gets mad at me one more time, I'm going to quit. And if she gets mad at me one more time and she can't put me back from manager to what basically I'm called an ambassador. She wants to be a normal employee again because everyone I've heard that was a manager says that the pay is just not that good. It's just like $1 more than what we make, and they have loads of more responsibility than us. And not only that, they got their hours cut. And so she was like, "Oh, I got a second job too because this job does not pay enough." So I'm kind of hoping that the nice manager quits just because I love seeing the workplace fall apart. And you know who's there to fucking, you know, fix everything? Me, because I was hired during a fall apart because of our stupid boss. So I know how to do everything, and I know how to make sure that the goodwill, you know, doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
And I really do enjoy watching the goodwill fall apart, so I can be the one that, you know, does everything. Because I half the time when the goodwill is slow, I feel useless and I feel like I'm going to get fired because I just stood around and did basically nothing. Sorry, I got the hiccups because I'm frustrated. So I like that sense of chaos control, where I can something's wrong, I can fix it, Handy Manny style, or Fix It Felix. And I like it when I can do that. And it basically shows my importance as an employee to them too. And they did bring it up that I'm the only one who hasn't quit in like a year. And so I'm good on that, you know. And
should I go 2 rounds?
I am done. Oh wait. Last thing I want to say, Pico Day ruined. I was ready to enjoy life. Life has been kicking me. Life has been fucking me over for the past months, and I said I'm going to celebrate Pico Day because I am going to embrace my artist like culture, because you know, Newgrounds and shit like that. I am an artist, this and that, and then said no, you get to be happy for a morning, and then we get to fuck you over, and then I was frustrated for the rest of the day.
Close.
Yeah.
Okay. I raised the tune time to 90.
Okay. That's the end of the video. Sorry for leaving everyone on a stupid, pissed off, nasty note. Come back next round for worms that we're gonna record in 5 seconds, and I'm going to be better. Okay, bye.